I'm kinda tired of this one misconception about the new Guild Wars 2 model. Everybody complaining about the new patch is putting all of the blame on the new Guild Wars 2 model. If you guys don't know, a few years back, we got a new update that essentially meant, hey, we're not gonna get expansions every 2 to 3 years, but instead we're gonna get them every year, being smaller, but more consistent. This was a great idea, especially with the amount of inconsistency that the game was known for a lot of years. But after 2 years of this new model, most people are not very happy. The content has not been good, it has not been a lot, and people are essentially just completely disappointed with the game. But is it really the new expansion model, or is it something else? Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Go to my Ko-Fi if you want to support my content. Go to my Twitch to watch me live every morning, and let's get into it. The truth is, well, no, I don't think so. The truth is that before, we used to have a lot of content even if it was yearly. We got Heart of the Thorns in 2015, Living War Season 3 in 2016, Path of Fire 2017, Living War Season 4 2017. Damn, just a few months after Path of Fire, that's crazy. And then after big layoffs on Guild Wars 2, Iceberg Saga got delayed until 2019, where we got a little bit of a drought. Even though the content in all of these patches were not the same, it seems to be like it was pretty consistent. Yes, there was some droughts from time to time, but every year we will get a good amount of content, and you know, it was, well, the high quality we expected to get since then. The whole idea of the new smaller expansions was to make it more consistent. The quality, the quantity, and each of the releases. And even though we have only gotten, what, one delay for this expansion, the consistency in terms of releases is the only thing we've gotten. The quality and quantity of each of these releases after End of Dragons have not been good. Just considering this, reminder, Living War Season 4 released over 17 months and had 6 maps, 3 raids, 3 fractals, 2 mounts, a legendary trinket, 5 armor sets for free. And I'm not gonna say that Living War Season 4 was the best thing ever, but it was definitely way better than what we're getting right now. And it was for free. Now, I'm also not gonna come in here and say that it should have been free. Honestly, in a lot of ways, the whole new model was in order to monetize something that was free content for us that prevented them to actually develop the game in the way they should. If League War 1 season was indeed something you had to pay for, I bet that Guild Wars 2 would have been in a better spot. But because they gave us so much content for free, and you can see this in the amount of money they made in between expansions over the years, the game was not really allowed to grow, not in the way that was sustainable. The same reason why the game director said that I think this is the most sustainable version of the development of Guild Wars 2 that we've had in the entirety of the life cycle. Even with the problems, even with the low quality, low quantity, and the whole community just asking, please give us more, this is the most sustainable it has ever been. But if it is the most sustainable, and if it is so great, why are we not happy? Why is the content so bad? Why is the quantity so bad? Well, it's because these resources and this sustainability is not going to the game. It's going to the unannounced project. How could it ever be possible that we are getting more money? Well, ArenaNet is getting more money for this. The game is more sustainable. But at the same time, we get worse content, more used assets, more bugs, and less quantity. The only thing that is bigger now is the gem store, let's be real. They even say here, we wish we could do twice as much of this, but we've got constraints that we're operating with. What type of restraints could they be talking about? They used to do more content with less resources, with less money. Yeah, maybe a bigger team, which I'm not even sure if that's actually the case, but they should be making, at the very least, better content than Secrets of the Obscure. And honestly, this definitely wasn't. Not in story, not in open world, not in terms of reuse assets, not in instance content, maybe in quality of life. If they wanted to make this expansion model work, they would. But they're working on something else. Maybe it's not their decision. Maybe they are kind of being forced by NCSoft to make this other game. Guild Wars 3, most likely. But this is not a problem with the expansion model. This is a problem with the amount of resources they put into the actual expansion model. It used to work. It worked. They could release every year an insane amount of content, which some people would say that even that isn't enough, but I'll be okay with that amount, okay? But they can't anymore, because you need a lot of people to actually be able to produce this amount of content in so little time, and that's just not what we have. I will heavily recommend you to go check my compilation on how Guild Wars 3 is essentially confirmed, in my opinion, and all the evidence we have about it. But I think after this patch, it is very clear that all the resources are there. It still could be Guild Wars 2.5. I still have not buried that that beautiful cope of mine that I have, but the Anonymous project is there we go, their focus. And I think I make another video about why I think ArenaNet need to address this, and very soon. But well, yeah, that's what I think. I think they really need to talk about this, because I think a lot of people have completely lost their confidence, their trust in ArenaNet as a company. Even though I don't think they're bad people, whatever, I think they're working with what they have, and I think they made a decision. But I think it's important for them to tell the truth. And I think it's important for us to understand what we're buying and what we're committing to when we're actually playing this game, instead of pretending like everything is fine and oh no, Guild Wars 2 will get better, the new model will get better. This is it, boys. We're not getting, maybe it'll be a little bit, a tiny little bit more, but that's about it. We're not gonna go from this to EOD levels of complexity in terms of expansions every year. It's not gonna happen. The future is in the next game, and I think they need to say this, and I hope they have a plan for us to, you know, continue playing Guild Wars 2 and feeling like we're striving towards the next game as well, while at the same time telling us early so we can buy the expansion, be excited about the game. And believe me, guys, if they tell me we're getting Halls of Monuments in Guild Wars 3, and, you know, if you get every legendary in Guild Wars 2, you get a special legendary in Guild Wars 3, believe me, I'm playing this game every day, grinding it, and making you grind it with me. Believe me, guys. So please, ArenaNet, be transparent with us. Tell us the truth. And please, if you see someone saying that this is, you know, this is not working because of the model being faulty or whatever, it's not because of that. It's because they're working on something else. Don't be mean, but be transparent and explain them kindly what really is happening, because people need to know. There you go. That's all about it I wanted to talk about today. I'm gonna make another video for tomorrow about why I think ArenaNet should be talking about Guild Wars 3 instead of hiding it. I'm gonna be making content for Guild Wars 2. I know we just got a new patch. I just been so into this part of Guild Wars 2 right now that I've not explored how to make gold and all this other stuff. Don't worry, I will make videos like this. Just let me finish this arc and we'll go back to that, okay? Maybe I won't release the Guild Wars 3 video tomorrow. Maybe I'll do all the skins that we have gotten this patch or something. I don't know. But thank you very much for watching, guys. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. See you guys around. Ciao, ciao.